it is possible to have the relationship of your dreams. How, you may ask? Can you tell me more? Of course, I'm going to be explaining why I have made that statement. As a relationship coach, my clients often ask me questions like, why am I still single? I've been single for so long. Or, why am I not in a relationship yet? Or, I have been in this relationship for so long and it doesn't look like we are getting anywhere. He still hasn't proposed. Others say, I have been married for so long, but it's not working. This wasn't what I imagined when I was single. I never thought marriage would be like this. I'm sure you fit into one of these categories. Or you might even be saying, my marriage is bliss. That's excellent if that's your case. However, the clients that I work with do not have that experience at the moment. So I've come in here today to explain why and how, what needs to be done in order to have that relationship of your dreams. It is possible. Now, there are various factors I'm going to be explaining today. The first one is thoughts. What are you thinking about? What are you constantly thinking about? Are you filling yourself with negative thoughts all the time? Or are you filling your thoughts with positivity? That goes a long way because before anything becomes words, it first takes place within. Okay, you have the thoughts forming within you, and whatever thoughts you allow take place in your head, okay, forms a pattern. And before you know it, subconsciously, that pattern forms, and every day you feed it. You feed those thoughts. If it's negative, you are feeding it. If it's positive, you are feeding the thoughts. All right? And then the thoughts, step 2, becomes your words. Whatever you think about, you don't even know when you make those comments, you begin to speak them. Things like, oh, it never happens. Everyone else is happy. I have been single, or this marriage is not working, or my husband is this, or my wife is that. Every day you make those comments, you are bringing them into reality for you, because those subconsciously you have formed a thick pattern within you, and before you know it, you are speaking them out. And then what happens next? Step 3, it becomes your action. Okay? You act them out. Those thoughts that have become your words become your action. You start putting things in place that you never even imagined would happen. For example, somebody who feels, oh, she's been single for too long, for example, so doesn't bother anymore, maybe taking care of herself, or takes care of herself, but when guys approach, she has this negative feeling already before they say anything. So as a result, attracts that negativity back into her life. Or somebody who is married and already, because of past experiences in the marriage, okay, maybe things have happened, you've had issues or quarrels, so you already have that negative impression or feeling formed in you about your spouse. So every time you see them, that you remember subconsciously, you are not intentionally remembering everything your spouse has done, but subconsciously you remember that, oh, this was how he did this the last time, or this was what she did the last time, So automatically you are responding to them negatively. And the same happens if you've had a positive experience and every time you see your spouse, you are happy because you are remembering, oh, this person has been so good to me. Oh, you are remembering the good times you have together. This takes place subconsciously. Yeah. And then before you know it, the first step was your thoughts. Yeah. Second step was your words. Third step, your action, the things you do. These have now formed a pattern. And then the fourth thing that happens now is it becomes your reality. You're like, this is just me. This is just the way it happens. It's a pattern. I'm used to it now. Oh, well, I'm attending somebody else's wedding. I've been invited to be chief bridesmaid again. It's just, that's the part I play. That I'm used to it now. So you begin to say and believe those things, and it becomes your reality. You've forgotten that words are seeds. Once you've sown them, you will definitely be reaping the impact of the words you've spoken. That's why, as I work with my clients, we're not just working on the surface, we go deep down. We do deep work within to change the narrative. Because it'd be a waste of time saying, oh, this is what's happening in your marriage, or what happened between you and your spouse, and then telling me, no, that's not going to sort the problems out. These 4 areas I've just explained to us are key elements, they are key factors in ensuring that any relationship works. So if you're out there, you are single, and you've been single for so long, or you desire to be married, you now need to think about changing your narrative. What story have you been telling yourself? Or what story have you told yourself so far? What have you believed? Or what have you allowed others speak into your life? I would like you to tell you that you are creators. We are all creators. You can change your story by creating the life you desire, the life you truly want. You can create it by changing these 4 factors I've just given to us this morning or today, depending on when you listen or watch this video. You can create the life you want. You can create the marriage you want. You can create the relationship you want by becoming more positive. Attract positivity into your life. Attract positivity into your home, into your marriage. Okay? Create an environment that you thrive in, your husband or wife thrives in, your children thrive in. That's why it's important to ensure you start taking a note of what you think about, because thoughts they create feelings within us, and then people often begin to believe those feelings. Remember, feelings and facts are 2 different things. Don't allow your feelings control you. You can recognize those feelings and stop them in their track before they take root in you. But for some, already those feelings have taken deep roots. They need external help to uproot those roots, all right, to change the narrative of their lives, because they have spent so many years believing and speaking based on their emotions. They've allowed the thoughts take deep roots. They've spoken it, and they've taken action based on the things they've done, and it's become their reality. Okay, an English philosopher called James Allen, yes, stated that as a man thinks, so is he. And as a man continues to think, so he will be. You see, this is also a biblical saying. As a man thinks, so is he. How important are thoughts? Our thoughts are so important, but we take them for granted. We feel it's just a thought, it's not important. Well, I had that feeling or thought yesterday and it's come again today. Something similar has come again today, and you brood on it and you let it, you allow it. However, all hope is not lost. We can change the narrative today. You can turn things around, make things better, and then you'll be surprised that, wow, is this me? Am I the one in this relationship? Because you've changed things. You've gained new knowledge about making things better for yourself. And getting the new knowledge is not enough. The knowledge needs to be implemented. You have to put things in place, all right, to ensure you don't go back. And this is not something you do one day and then forget it the rest of the years or months and things. It's a daily practice. Okay? Even in our brain, we have something called the amygdala. Okay? It's responsible for our emotional responses, okay, and reactions. So, if let me break it down so it's easier to understand. So the amygdala, once you, like I explained earlier, once you have an experience, it stores it for you. If you have a positive experience, it stores it. And if you have a negative experience, it also stores it for you. For example, a friend of mine, on her way out one day, her car broke down. And at that point where the car broke down, she had, I think she became anxious because she couldn't fix it, and she became anxious about her safety and everything. Anyway, long story short, she was able to, I think she was towed. Her car was towed off the road and all of that. As a result, every time she's driving and she gets close to that point, she remembers and almost starts to panic. That, oh my God, at this point my car broke down, and she remembers the experience, how she felt that day. That's the job of the amygdala. It helps you remember things and how you felt when that thing happened. So if your heart has been broken and somebody approaches you, and some people remember, oh, I remember this happening. Some say deja vu. Oh, I remember feeling this way before. Oh, I remember this occasion. So the amygdala helps you respond. Either you have the fight, you either stay to fight and say, no, I'm going to go through this experience and overcome it, or the amygdala helps you to flee. Okay, so it gives you the fight or flight experience. So you remember, I had this experience the last time, but I'm going to overcome it. And then you fight it by doing something different or reacting in a different way. Or when the amygdala reminds you, you run. You take a flight and say, oh no, I'm not staying here to experience this again, and you run away. So as human beings, there's so much happening within us that we don't understand. Not everything is somebody's responsible for this happening to me. No, we need to understand what we are dealing with. That's why it's important to get expert help. If you're not sure that, oh, I'm experiencing this, why you're not sure, get expert help. Understand what needs to be done and how to get over it. Don't sit brooding and saying, why is this happening? No, you have to take a stance, take a stand and say, I'm going to fight this. The amygdala does its job, but how do you react? Your reaction goes a long way to see if you would overcome or remain in that situation. So I'm going to be stopping here today because there's so much to talk about when it comes to relationships and how to deal with them. As mentioned earlier, I am a relationship coach. All right. I help couples overcome various relationship problems or issues so that they can thrive, they can move on and begin to thrive in their relationship or attract that relationship they desire, and then get married at the end of the day. And if you're married already, you want your relationship to get better, I help couples as well understand the root cause and then how to overcome these situations. All right? I've been married for 22 years. I've had to do some work. My husband and I have had to do some work. It hasn't always been easy. I'm not going to sit down here and say, oh, it's been smooth sailing. No, it hasn't always been, but we have overcome and we are overcoming. That's why I'm passionate about helping other people as well overcome and not give up. Before you get to the point of giving up, why don't you click on the link, go to my bio or send me an email, click on the link, contact me. Let's do some work together and see what can come out of this, how I can help you, or how we can think about ways to overcome whatever it is might be a challenge at the moment. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to getting your messages and responding to you. Thanks once again for watching. Thanks for listening. Till I come your way again, do take care. Have a great day. Bye.